1,125 prospective corps members. They are part of 2023 Batch B Stream 2, posted to Borno State. The NYSC camp is now reopened 12 years after closure due to activities of Boko Haram.
Peaceful.
Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum is here to grace the occasion. He notes that absence of corps members has denied the people of the state opportunity to share different norms, customs and cultures across the country.
As you make signature to commence the National Youth Service journey through Borno State, I assure you that you will all have good testimonies to make at the end of this year, inshallah. I wish to restate that my administration is aware of all your welfare needs and will ensure you have reasons to outshine previous corps members in the state. I assure you all that in no distant time, Borno State will become one of the NYSC most friendly states among the Committee of States in Nigeria.
State coordinator of the NYSC appreciates the state government and security operatives for their effort in making the day a reality. He called on the corps members to put on their best behavior and be committed in all the tasks ahead of them.
Let me at this point assure you that the Borno State government is consistent in payment of monthly allowances and have made adequate provision for comfortable accommodation wherever you are going to serve.
With the return of peace to the state, camp activities have now resumed with over 1,000 corps members deployed to Borno State for the one-year mandatory service.
President Bola Tinubu's administration is barely 3 months in office, and the appointments made so far have excited many sons and daughters of the land. The emergence of a former governor of Benue State, George Akume, as the secretary to the government of the Federation was one of the earliest appointments by Mr. President. While many of the citizens of the state have commended the president for finding their leader worthy of such an exalted office, some others have faulted the process. This news conference by concerned Benue citizens is to set the record straight while stressing the need for focus on good governance and equity. The Benue indigents charged the governor to come all out and lend his support to the few appointments made so far, while also ensuring more of such come to the state.
It is rewarding to state also that the office of the SGF should not, as a matter of fact, be reduced to a Benue or TIV office.
We have called on the Benue State Traditional Council to rise to the occasion and call the protagonists of these fake issues trending to order. If you look at Benue State, there are issues of other development in the state, and that is what we should put all our hands and head to making sure that we move from point A to B.
These concerned citizens are indeed open that this news conference will be the last on the subject matter.
We are aware of the enormous challenges facing the state, and the governor cannot afford to allow retrogressive elements to add to the already backward state that we are in.
These women and children were forced to vacate their ancestral homes and farmlands due to the activities of armed bandits and kidnappers. Some have taken refuge in public primary schools, while others are squatting with relatives here in Gusau, the state capital. The resurgence of banditry in parts of Zamfara lately prompted the coalition of northern groups in collaboration with Arewa Health and Social Development Initiative to provide free medical service to victims of insecurity in the state. Nearly 1,000 IDPs, according to the sponsors, will benefit from the gesture.
They stay around these axes in uncompleted buildings and some temporary shelter they create for themselves. We realize we have at least around 800 to 1,000 victims around these axes, with over 500 young children. And we came along with drugs for this main element and other elements we predicted.
I'm disturbed, I'm disappointed coming to this area, especially by the time when I realized that not only the younger ones are suffering from malnutrition, but even the adults are suffering from malnutrition. We have come across of a woman who gave birth just recently, and unfortunately the doctor said that her issue cannot even be treated at this center. She has to be referred to a medical care whereby she will be taken care of because she don't even have blood in her body. It is unfortunate how insecurity has ravaged the northern part of the country.
The doctors here say most of the ailments affecting the people are communicable diseases and malnutrition.
Victims of insecurity, they are commonly found with communicable diseases. These communicable diseases involves those that are waterborne, airborne, and those that can be even directly contacted.
This is a welcome development by the government, and we are also ever ready to support any organization that is willing to bring such program to our state.